Madrid, vibrant capital of Spain, a city in bloom and an undeniable investment hub, and the first city in Europe in housing construction. The entire machinery is in motion. 56 square kilometers, 12 urban developments that will expand the city by over 200,000 new homes. The landscape of the capital is already changing. Valdecarros, Los Berrocales, Los Aijones, El Cañaveral and Los Cerros, with over 120,000 new homes. In the north, the largest urban transformation and regeneration project in Europe, Madrid Nuevo Norte and La Solana de Valdebebas. To the southwest of the city, the ambitious A5 project, the Southwest Greenway. 3 kilometers of underground infrastructure that will create 80,000 square meters of green spaces and 10,700 homes. Also, the Campamento operation, the former Carabanchel prison and the Calderón riverbank. Further ahead, Madrid Nuevo Sur and the new centrality of the East. Madrid, a city open to investment, and also the leader in affordable housing in Spain. In 2025, the Madrid City Council will surpass 10,000 homes and reach 15,000 in the following years, managed by the Municipal Housing and Land Company, EMVS Madrid, the largest public developer in Spain. To undertake these projects, the Madrid City Council is also supportive of talent and cooperation to promote affordable housing. And our public-private collaboration initiative, the Housing Suma Plan, is already a success among investors. Never had so many resources and efforts been invested in building public housing in Madrid, the largest investment ever made. We're building more and better than ever. All our public projects meet the highest sustainability and energy efficiency standards. Because it's not just about numbers, it's about adding talent, trust, certainty, opportunity, and the future. This is the Madrid model. Madrid City Council.
Okay, good morning, everybody, and thank you for coming to this conference about Madrid transformation. It's an honor and a pleasure for me to lead this interview to the mayor of Madrid City, José Luis Martínez Almeida. And I also want to thank for the presence of the Vice Minister and General Directors of the Government of Madrid Region and the Councillor and General Director of Madrid City Council, because your presence shows that you all have a great commitment for both administrations to attract the investment to Madrid City. Okay, first of all, we would like to talk about Madrid as an epicenter of the real estate investment in Europe. Because Madrid is not only the economic capital of Spain, but has become one of the main real estate investment hubs in Europe, surpassing cities such as Rome and Berlin, and competing directly with London and Paris in terms of attracting international capital. The reality is clear. Madrid needs 40,000 new homes every year to respond to growing demand, and there is currently a cumulative deficit of more than 175,000 homes that the market has not yet been able to absorb. Fortunately, the private sector and the public administration, we have been able to react, and we are the region with the greatest urban development in Europe. In ASPRIMA, we have worked intensively on our Trinity project. We presented it last year, and we have renewed it this year. And we have a roadmap that reinforces the region of Madrid as the best destination for real estate investment and real estate investment in housing production. This project highlights that Madrid is the city with the greatest potential for the real estate growth in Europe, thanks to three key factors. First is the legal certainty and stable taxation compared to other Spanish regions and European regions. Second is an effective public-private collaboration. We have created a public-private collaboration ecosystem that is working pretty well, where administration and the private sector work together to unlock the buildable land that we have in Madrid. And the third key is a strong and attractive economic environment with Madrid's GDP growing faster than other European metropolitan areas such as Berlin and Rome. Madrid is not only generating housing, but is creating a new city within the city through the new developments. The capital is meant to lead the European real estate market in the coming years. So I would like to ask you, after this, I tried to summarize that Madrid is without a doubt at a crucial moment of urban transformation. So, Major, how is the city establishing itself as a top destination for real estate investment in Europe? And what is the City Council's strategy to address current and future housing challenges?
Thank you, Carolina. First of all, it's an honor for me being here in this conference, in this conversation with Carolina about the future of and the transformation of Madrid and the opportunities in real estate for Madrid. First of all, I'm sorry because my English is not good enough. Be patient, please. But I think it's worth it to get to know better Madrid, because probably, for me, it's sure, it's the brightest city in Europe right now. Thanks to Carolina, thanks to ASPRIMA, we try to work very close with you. I appreciate your commitment with Madrid, your social and economic commitment with the future of Madrid. For us, the public-private collaboration, the private initiative is essential, it's a key drive for keep it going and the growth of Madrid. And I'm very excited to talk about the city, about the future of this city. Let me show some highlights about Madrid right now. Some rates about Madrid. The first rate is we are the first city in Europe in attracting investment according to Pricewaterhouse in European Union in real estate. Only after London without European Union. The second one is for 3 years in a row, Madrid has classified in the top 10 cities in the world. Specifically, in terms of quality of life, we are the 3rd city in the world. Also, we have classified and ranked as the 2nd urban tourist destination in the world, only behind Paris. We have attracted 5 billion in investment in real estate in 2024 in the city of Madrid. We growth in terms of population in 120,000 people in 2023, and it's a constant growing in population. We are able to attract talent to Madrid. The people want to live in Madrid. The people want to come to Madrid. The talent wants to come to the city of Madrid. In addition, the question the question that we are reflecting about it is what's next for Madrid? What's next for Madrid? Because we are living our best moment. We are living the best moment in the recent history of the city. We are probably in the brightest moment for Madrid. We don't have had the echo of Madrid abroad, like in this moment, and we need to reflect about the shaping of the future, and we need to reflect about what's next. What's next, the pillar for the future is the talent. We need to attract and to retain the talent in Madrid. The 21st century is a century for the cities, but the competition among the different cities in the world is going to be fierce in the difference to success in that competition probably is the talent. The talent is the pillar to create a better society, to create a better city. If we want to attract and to retain talent in Madrid, it's necessary to create a mix in our city. A mix between the economic prosperity, the economic growth, the great employment, the richness of the city and the richness of the society with the quality of life. The people is going to choose the cities because they think, because they believe in that city is not just a chance for a job or for a good professional track record, also because they could have a great personal life, a great quality of life. And that makes Madrid, under my point of view, is unbeatable. It's unbeatable. We can compete with any city in the world. And when we are speaking about real estate, probably the key driver for real estate is the key driver for the city, because allow us to keep it going when we speak about economy, when we speak about prosperity, but also allow us to face one of the main challenges that we have in any city in Europe or probably in the world: affordable housing. To provide house for the people, to provide house for the talent who want to come to live to Madrid. And in that sense, we work about three pillars. The first one is, and Carolina has told about it, the legal certainty, the political stability, the stability of the taxes. We want to keep reducing taxes in Madrid. It's not easy because it's not the same policy that keep the national government, but we want to keep reducing the taxes in Madrid. The second one is to create an adequate environment for the people in the city, an adequate environment in terms of public services, in terms of mobility policies, in terms of sustainability policies. For us, the sustainability policies are a mix between economic sustainability, health environment sustainability, and social sustainability. And the third one is the public initiative in terms of social housing. For us, it's different. Affordable housing and social housing. Our public entity, housing, urban entity, is the largest public entity in terms of social housing in Spain, and it provides the housing for the vulnerable people in Madrid. Those are the three pillars that we want to strengthen to ensure the best future for the city and the best future for the people. Madrid is a city of opportunities. Madrid is a true history of confidence, a true history of ambition. We are one of the few places, one of the few cities that has a brightest future after the pandemic than before the pandemic. And the last reason, or the last key success, is Madrileños, in my opinion. Because the people, no, it's true. Because we are an open city, we are we have the friendly and warmest people. And I'm sure that the people who come and live in Madrid want to have the best life. And this is our role.
That's great, Major, to see how our governors know exactly what we are doing right now in Madrid, what we are going to become in Madrid, and what kind of politics do we need to implement in Madrid to get these goals. So talking about, I think the biggest challenge that we have, because we need to front an ambitious boost to housing supply. This is for, I think, after what you explained, our goal, our challenge is this housing supply to retain this talent. The biggest challenge of Madrid model that you explain is the generation of more than 200,000 new homes in the city, with an urban planning that approach that guarantees sustainable growth and access to affordable housing. You already talked about that. I think the two big clues: how to grow, how to get the how to. Everything okay? Yeah.
Are you okay? Are you okay? ¿Estás bien? Importante. Oh. ¿Qué? No, pero
See, we have to grow in a sustainable way.
sustainable way. Yeah.
Well, from ASPRIMA through the Land Camp platform, because there's one thing that we have in Madrid, especially in the capital, in Madrid city, that when we go around this and we explain that we have, they think we have gold, real gold in our city, because we have a lot of land in development, which we are, of course, the European capital with most land under development. And this is very hard to get in any other countries, and you cannot catch up in a few years. This is a long time development period. So we have analyzed it in ASPRIMA through the Land Camp platform, with which we monitor the state of development of these lands. And we have specified that we have land to build more than 278,000 homes, half of them affordable. So we have gold, because we have a lot of homes to develop, but also because 50% of that land is to develop affordable housing. And 110,000 of them will be able to start construction in the short, medium term. But in addition to that, we also have, I said, it's great to have politicians or governors that know the way to go to front all these challenges, because we have right now in Madrid, we're living a great moment of brave and disruptive measures that are being taken to change, for example, the use of vacant land. That's very important. We have a lot of land in development, but we also have our governors are taking the measures to change the use of land that we have vacant in the city. Specifically, the change of use from offices to affordable rental housing that just started right now in November. We started with this new law. And the Madrid city adapted that new law that 4th of November. We're going to be able to, this measure allows the builders to build around 30,000 affordable rental homes in Madrid region in the next 2 years. This is not for a long term, it's going to be in the next 2 years. So what talking to this about these measures, what are the key urban developments that will expand Madrid's housing supply, and how will they impact housing accessibility, and also how will they generate investment opportunities for the private sector?
I absolutely agree with you in your vision. We share the same vision about supply of housing in Madrid, about the vision of real estate in Madrid. When we speak about key developments or key urban developments, it's true that we have probably the largest reserve of land in Europe, in the city of Madrid, and we have developed many land right now in the city. When I took the office in 2019, the vision was completely different for the future of the city, no? Because we have ruled the city, we have ruled Madrid, my political party, from 1991, unless the period or the term between 2015 to 2019. And between 2015 and 2019, the policies are absolutely different. They took the decision to block the urban developments in the city. The development has been created by the Urban Global Landing Plan in 1997. They have been working from 1997 and 2015, they have blocked for the former municipal government in Madrid, and we changed everything about those policies because we firmly believe that we had a problem about not the demand or the offer. The demand had increased a lot in the second decade of this century, but the offer has not increased in the same way. One rate about it. In Spain, if I'm not wrong, in the first decade of this century, has constructed 500,000 housing in Spain, 500,000 houses in Spain. In the second decade, we have constructed just 50,000 houses in Spain, apenas merely a 10% from the first decade. We have a problem about offer housing in Spain, not just in Madrid, in the whole country. Okay, when we took the office, the first decision is to unblock the developments, in the urban developments in the city. Right now, we have a reserve of housing of approximately 200,000 dwellings in the city, and extraordinary urban developments. Here we have Valdecarros with 14,000 housing. They are constructing right now, but we took another decision to promote a quickly process of building, because we need to move fast and we need to move forward when we speak about housing. We allow simultaneously the edification process and the urbanization process to cut off the times to have the building. But Valdecarros, Berrocales, Ajones has the highest standards of public space, of quality life, of infrastructures, of facilities, of public transport, of equipments for the people who lives merely 15 years away from the center of the city. It's in the south of the city, but it's merely 15 minutes away from the center of the city. And we have another urban development, probably the most ambitious urban development, not just in Madrid, in the whole Europe, in any capital of Europe. Madrid Nuevo Norte is the model for the futures, for the cities of the future, is the model for the cities of this century, because it's a adequate mix between tertiary use, between residential use, with a commitment, a deep commitment with sustainability policies. In Madrid is the first area or zero area of emissions in Madrid, and in addition, in Spain, the center of the project is the public transport in terms of mobility policies in the city, with a train station who connects through the highway, the railway speed with Spain, and probably is the most ambitious urban development in Europe. But we don't have any problem to work with anyone to increase the supply of housing in Madrid. And we have recently agreed with the government, with the national government, to close Operación Campamento. We call Operación Campamento, another supply of 10,700 housing. We have closed another agreement on the north of the city, La Solana de Valdebebas, with 1,400. Definitely. The fact is we have in charge 140,000 housing in Madrid. And we have another reserve that is in the beginning of the stage to build another 60,000 houses in Madrid, because I told all of you, we need to move forward, we need to move fast. And if we want to achieve this goal, and this goal is essential for the people who live in Madrid and who want to come to Madrid, it's necessarily to work close with the private sector, to work close with the promises, to have a strength dialogue with the private sector. We need to provide legal certainty. We need to provide low taxes. We need to provide different ways for public-private collaboration. Today, we have closed the public concurso. The public tender for surface rights in lands of the city hall, surface rights for 65 years, with a reward, with a return for the private promoters in terms of rental affordable rental, no more than 70% of the wage of the people who is going to live in those houses. And I think that's the way. That's the way for growing Madrid, for creating prosperity, and for providing houses for people. It's a good agreement between the private sector and the city hall. And that's our aim, to strengthen the relationship and to create different mechanisms to stepping up the ambitious to supply or to provide the right supply of housing for people in Madrid.
You're right, Major, and actually this public-private collaboration, I think, starts or ends up here, because coming you here and explaining the investors all the new politics that you are implementing in the city, it's very important, because the last years we've been here explaining Trinity project, explaining all the new changes, new challenges that we were having in Madrid city and Madrid region. But it's hard to explain the investors why Madrid or Madrid region or the city of Madrid can be considered an island in Spain in terms of legal certainty. Very hard to explain, because it's very hard to explain how it works, our communities, our region governments. So one of the greatest challenges of the real estate sector is this bureaucracy that we have and regulatory uncertainty, which can slow down the housing construction. It's very important for investors to have certainty about the time that is going to take their investment. And this bureaucracy, this regulatory uncertainty slow downs very much the housing construction. In Madrid, the urban planning regulations are the simplification and of administrative processes, which is very, very important, and have been an important key to facilitating the real estate development. Just as I think as a picture of what is happening right now with the regulatory changes that you have implemented, is that developers have gone in Madrid, in the city of Madrid, have from an average of 13 months for processing the licenses to start the building construction, to less than 3 months. Actually, we're talking about 71 days just to get the license. So this means that thanks to that, the period of recovering the investment for these investors has been cut in 14 months. 14 months and that for an investment is crucial to take the decision of investment. So the question is how the Madrid City Council worked to streamline these urban planning procedures and to offer a stable framework that incentivizes this investment and allows a faster housing development, which is the key that you were talking about. We have to be fast.
Yeah. Well, it's not just important for you, it's important for me to attend this global summit, this MIPIM. I regret because it's my first time, and yeah, but not my last. I ensure all of you I attend us the next year here in Cannes. I'll be back in 2026 to MIPIM for second in a row, and my term ends at 2027. I hope being in 2027 too. And then I don't know what's going to. No, okay. In the same way that I've told previously, when we took the office in 2019, we were aware one of the most difficult to increase the supply of housing and move faster to increase the supply of housing. Obviously, was the bureaucracy, was the times of administration, and probably was the local legislation. And we have worked very, very, very hard. I think we have made a great job about it to provide legal certainty, to reduce the times, to reduce the bureaucracy, and to maintain, and it's if possible, to reduce the taxes in Madrid. For example, when in 2019 and 2020, an example, allow me an example, why is Madrid and what's going on in Madrid. Speaking about Madrid Nuevo Norte. Madrid Nuevo Norte was born in 1993, if I'm not wrong, was born in 1993. And the definitive passing for public administration, regional government and local government was in March and September of 2020, a long time to process Madrid Nuevo Norte. But the key was in March of 2020, where we were in the worst of pandemic. At that time, every day in Madrid, died 500 persons. And we are focused to save lives, and we are focused to strengthen the public health system to save lives, to collaborate with the private health system, but we were focused to keep or to send a message from Madrid. We are not able just to save lives, we are able to pass the most ambitious urban development. And from the City Hall, we pass Madrid Nuevo Norte at the end of March of 2020. In the regional government, at the end of September, definitely, of 2020. It was evidence of the ambitions for the future that we have in Madrid. It's not just only the pandemic, it's about the future. For that reason, I told of you that we have a brightest future after the pandemic than before the pandemic. It's an evidence that the aim and the ambitious, not just the governments, for the society of Madrid. Okay, in the same way, during the first term, for example, we had 2 local regulations about urban in Madrid. And we reduced to 1 local regulation, not one for residential use and another one for non-residential use, one for residential and non-residential use. We realized that effectively the times to obtain the licenses and the administrative authorizations was longer in Madrid, too long in Madrid. Okay, we promote the responsible declaration. We promote the responsible that cut off the times of administration in Madrid in a significant way. And indeed, and in the first month of the second term, in June 2023, we approved in the City Hall a new urban rules that allow us to regulate new realities like co-housing, co-living, to regulate the dwellings touristic. That's a problem for the cities, the dwelling touristic housing, and then we are working in a new global urban landing plan for the city of Madrid. It's not going to be passed at the end of this term, but I think at the beginning of the next term, in 2027, 2028, I think we are able to approve or to pass them. And it's in the same concept, in the same core belief of the government of the city of Madrid. We need to reduce bureaucracy. We need to cut off the times of the administration. We need to provide legal certainty. If we want to move faster, if we want that the supply of housing move faster, if we want the promises have confidence in the city of Madrid, if we want the investors come to the city of Madrid, we need to provide causes, motivos.
Yes,
reasons to trust in Madrid. And we are working very hard to provide all of you reasons to trust in Madrid. And I think that we are achieving that goal.
No, yeah, and actually I have to say that maybe that new urban plan is not going to be till 27 or 28, but we're working right now in collaboration, public and private. We are making our proposals, and it's it has a very the line of design of the new urban plan is disruptive.
Yeah.
And I think it's going to be very, very effective. So
and it's the first time that the urban developers, Carolina and ASPRIMA, is part of the council, who is who is working with us to design or to shaping the city.
Right, which is another. It shows the confidence in the private sector and the need of investment, because it's very important in that kind of the councillor, not only academic or but
not only architects, not only academics,
but also the private sector and the investment. Because I always say, it's very important to make city, but the city is made by the private investment attraction. Okay, so let's talk now about that key, the role of public-private collaboration. Because building affordable housing is a global challenge that no administration can take just by themselves or alone, though our state administration considers that is only a way to do it, which is the public housing. Here we know that your administration, the Madrid region administration, had for sure that they need a collaboration, and they need to be a very tight collaboration with the private sector. Madrid has opted for an innovative public-private collaboration model, such as the Plan Suma Vivienda. And the Plan Suma Vivienda seeks to attract private investment for the construction of affordable rental housing, and has been a very successful first try. But tell us, what opportunities offers to private investors within the framework of public-private collaboration for the development of affordable housing? At what advantages does this model have compared to other European cities? Because I think it's a different model of affordable housing construction, affordable housing financing, affordable housing investment. And I think investors have to realize that is a great opportunity to invest in this kind of Suma plan.
First of all, we are convinced. We are firmly convinced. It's our core belief. It's our mindset that the progress of Madrid depends not the governments. It depends of you. It depends of the society. It depends of the whole society of Madrid. Probably the main role of the governments in Madrid is not to disturb all of you. It's to create the adequate environment, to create the adequate conditions, but to enable all of you to take your decisions. And that's our core belief, not to disturb the private sector, not to disturb the society. I tell this because public-private collaboration is part of the DNA of my political party in Madrid. We have ruled from 1991, unless 2015-2019, the regional government 1995 to this moment, and always with different presidents, with different mayors in the city, with different presidents in the regional government, but the core belief is exactly the same: to give a step back for the governments, to allow to a step forward for the society. And we are working the same way to create the confidence, or the necessary confidence, to take your own decisions. In this way, three examples about public-private collaboration for investors and to attract investment for investment in Madrid. The first one, we have told about it, is Suma Vivienda. I think it's innovative in the city. It's the first time that we have launched a plan in surface reside for 65 years with a reward for the investors. 1,600 housing, and probably another 600 housing for Plan Suma Vivienda. The second one is urban. The second one is social land sales. social lands owned of the city hall that we put on the market to build housing, affordable housing, with some conditions. For affordable housing is for 15 years, and then it comes to the free market. And during those 15 years, the rental is limited to 30% of the ingreso de la reunidad familiar.
Incomes of incomes of the family.
Incomes of the family. Incomes of the family. Okay, and the third one for me is particularly interesting because it's the latest initiative from the City Hall. We need to act not just about the reserved land in the city, we need to act about the existing building in the city, and especially in the central area of the city. There are many buildings without economic use right now in the city. They have those buildings have tertiary use. Okay, we allow to transform the tertiary use of those buildings in the central area of the city in residential use, and probably adding edificability to those
Adding
edificability
or increasing
the edificability of those buildings exist in the central area of the city, because for us it allows to increase the supply of housing in the city of Madrid and to recover people in the central area of Madrid for living, especially in the old Distrito Central, in the downtown of the city. We don't have a problem in the downtown of the city, but it's true there are thousands and thousands of touristic dwellings in the center of the city, and I would prefer to have inhabitants in those areas and not dwelling touristic in the central district of the city. But I think it's an opportunity for investment, because it's an opportunity to transform our tertiary use to residential use with an increasing of the edificability, and it's possible approximately over more than 250 buildings up to transform the tertiary use to residential use. We call Plan Resident.
No, which is a very necessary plan, because you have to handle a big thing in Madrid, because we have all these tourists also that we are attracting more tourists day by day or year by year, and we have also all these people that come only to study, to work for just some months. So we have to reorganize the city and the downtown of the city for this new for this increasing style of life, no?
But in terms of tourism, I think I'm proud, because I think we have succeeded in terms of tourism. No, but for us it's not important, or it's not enough the number of tourists who comes to Madrid. Approximately 10.5 million in 2023. In 2024, 11.5 million, only 1 million of difference between 2023 and 2024. But the difference of amount, the difference of money expenditure, the difference of expenditure was 3,750 million of euros, with only 1 million difference of visitors to Madrid between 2024 and 2023. We are very focused to attract the high impact tourism. It doesn't mean the number of tourists. It means it's more important the expenditure and the quality of the tourists, because we need to ensure the convivence between the citizens and between the visitors to Madrid. In another way, we usually say that if Madrid is the best city to live, it will be the best city to come. But previously, it will be the best city to live.
Okay, so to incentivize the rental market, no, to host all these different styles of life, tourists, people to work, people that come to study. Access to housing involves not only the new construction, For us, yes, but not only the new construction, but also activating the existing housing stock. In Madrid, renting is a key sector, but there are still thousands of empty houses due to the lack of incentives for owners. So, what housing policies has the City Council promoted, and how does it relate to incentives for putting existing vacant homes up to rent, achieving more affordable and rental houses?
Yeah. Probably this is one of the issues on we are more affected for the national government and for the law of national government in terms of eventual protecting of vulnerable people for rental houses. The second one, I could assure all of you that we are not going to apply the national law in terms of rental prices control. That is a competence, a decision of the regional government, of the local government, not the national government. And we are absolutely sure that we are not going to apply the control of rental market, of rental housing prices, because I think, or we believe, that is a profound mistake and only prejudice the rental market in the cities. And we have examples like such as Barcelona or such as Berlin, because it doesn't work. It doesn't work. The control of rental prices is prejudicial for the market in Madrid. Second one, we need to boost the rental market in the city. I think we have a problem of legal certainty through the local and the municipal housing entity. We ensure to the owners to perceive the rent. To perceive the rent is important for the people who put one house in the rental market. Be safe about the return of the rent, and we ensure through the public entity the return of the rent. The second one is to increase the supply of public housing in Madrid, or the public social housing, and we are in charge of the vulnerable people. They are not able for being in the rental market, but we are building. The supply is going to be 10,000 at the end of 2025 for the first time in our history. In the last 4 years, we have constructed 3,600 built public houses of the local entity. And we are committed to create a safe environment, because that's the key to strengthen the rental market. A safe environment for the owner, for the people who rent the house, with an equality in the rights and in the mandatories for all, for them, for each another, because for us is the short way to increase the rental market, because we have a problem. It's true that only the 6% of the houses in Madrid are empty. Only the 6% of houses in Madrid are empty. It's not a big gap. It's not a big gap, but it's so to us that we need to increase the supply of houses in rental market, and we need to strengthen our policies about it.
Okay. Well, I was going to talk about urban regeneration. That was our last key point, but it's okay. We go to because we were going to talk about Plan Regenera, but Álvaro, the councillor, explained it yesterday very, very well.
Better than me, I'm sure. Better than me, I'm sure. Absolutely.
So I just to finish, no, just tell us, Madrid is at a key moment, no, of urban transformation, with strategic projects that will redefine the city model in the coming years. And now we would like to know, from the point of view of international investor, is it essential to understand why Madrid represents a unique opportunity in the global landscape, no? And to finish this very interesting interview, you did it great. Congratulations. This very interesting interview. What is your message to international real estate investors on why Madrid is the ideal destination for housing and urban development investment in these coming years.
My message is very direct. Trust in Madrid. Trust in Madrid. There are many reasons to trust in Madrid. And we never disappointed you. If you trust in Madrid, we never disappointed you. It's true. It's the most vibrant city in Europe, full of energy, and especially for all of you who don't live in Madrid, please enjoy the city because we have the best weekend in Europe.
Okay, thank you very much, Major. For sure, you are the best ambassador for us to come here to MIPIM and attract investment. So right now we are gonna watch a video that we made in public-private collaboration to show you all why Madrid is ready.
The Community of Madrid is ready because we are the Spanish leading region in economic growth. The Community of Madrid offers a unique environment for investment, promotion, and housing construction.
The private sector, in collaboration with the public administration, has a priority objective, which is to double the housing production to meet the growing demand due to the constant demographic growth. Madrid has established itself as one of the largest poles of attraction, and the economic growth of the region depends on solving the housing challenges.
Madrid City is the engine of this metropolitan region, and we work closely with Madrid's autonomous community to build trust through sustainability. Madrid aspires to be the first European city to fully meet the sustainability criteria established by the European Union. The city's main goal is to become the European capital of affordable housing.
Our GDP will increase the coming years more than any city in Europe. Madrid is home to nearly 7 million people, and you enjoy a large and vibrant and lively metropolitan area. In Spain is the most populated region, the most populated area, and one of the largest in Europe. And on top of that, we enjoy 27 different municipalities.
According to INE, the National Institute of Statistics, Madrid will grow by 120,000 people each year over the next 5 years. So by 2037, we will be 8 million people.
According to data from Landcamp, the Madrid region has land on development to build 280,000 homes in its metropolitan area, 140,000 of which are affordable housing.
In the years to come, Madrid will develop more than 120,000 housing units. Valdecarros, with more than 50,000 units, is the largest housing development in Europe. Join Valdecarros, join Madrid.
Madrino Norte is the most important urban regeneration project in Europe. This project will create the European most innovative business center in our capital, with more than 1 million square meters of state-of-the-art office space, with a unique global accessibility, less than 15 minutes from our airport, and more than 5 million people will connect in less than 1 hour by public transport.
Madrid is world-renowned for its first-class architecture and will be distinguished for its zero-emission building system.
The Spanish banking system is very solvent, efficient, and highly experienced. Moreover, the developer mortgage loan is a special financial for construction of the real estate project and the home buyer, both with a single legal instrument. This special loan is unique in Europe between the big countries.
We have the talent, we have the skills, the know-how, and we also have legal certainty. But above this, we have the confidence to make your investment profitable. We are ready. Madrid is ready.
Madrid is ready.
Madrid is ready.
Madrid
is ready.
Madrid is ready.